Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I want to give you a TBR for all the Christmas romances I'm going to be reading in the month of November and December. And this is why I didn't want to put it on my November TBR or my December TBR, because those were just the books I were going to read. But these are just specific holiday romances that I really want to read. So without further ado, let's just get into the books. So the first one I want to read is Emergency Contact. This is Lauren Lane, and I think she wrote this with her husband, Anthony, and I'm going to probably butcher his name, LaDion. This one was just released on October 24th. Catherine is an ambitious New York City attorney, gets diagnosed with a concussion and must be monitored for 48 hours. To make sure she doesn't get worse. Unfortunately, she forgot to update her emergency contact, so the person that is called is her ex-husband. She has to go to Chicago for the holidays with her ex-husband. As soon as I heard that was the premise, I was like, oh, sign me up. I have read Lauren Lane before. I love her writing. I think she does a good job. So this sounds like it's going to be a good time, and so far the reviews are pretty good. Right now she has a 4.15 rating on Goodreads, so I put this on my TBR. Next one that I put on is Snowden by Catherine Walsh. Now, I read her book last year and I was in the minority with this. This one was holiday romance. I didn't love holiday romance. I gave it 4 stars. I was in the minority on that one. It wasn't, for some reason, it didn't hit with me. But I really want to give her another try because it wasn't the writing. The writing was impeccable. The setting was good. Everything about that was good. It's just, I don't know what it was with that book. It just didn't hit quite right for me. So it could have been me. So I want to give her another chance. And this one sounds really, really good. So Snowden is about Megan, who is dreading going home for the holidays. She's the village pariah, the she-devil who left local golden boy Isaac at the altar 4 years ago and ran away to the big city. She really could do without the drama, particularly as he is engaged again, and she's been dumped for the 4th time this year. Christian's fed up of being on his own every Christmas. He doesn't mind being alone, but he hates his family's sad eyes and soft tones as he sits around coupled up. But because he actually is totally fine. So when Megan literally bumps into Christian in a Dublin pub, they come up with a pact to see them through the holiday season. They're going to be the very best fake dates for each other ever. Okay. Rules are drawn up. A contract is signed on a wine-stained napkin. They will sit through each other's family gatherings and be outrageously in love until freed from their annual obligations. After all, it's only for a few weeks. But with everyone home for the holidays, 2 big families to deal with alongside old friends, old flames, and old feelings, things are bound to get messy. And when a Snowden cabin, Snowden, love that trope, a little Christmas magic are added to the mix, anything could happen. A swoon-worthy and utterly gorgeous romantic comedy that will make you laugh out loud and fall completely in love. So this sounds right up my alley. I want to give her another chance. I think the last time was a me thing, not a her thing, like I said. So this is on my TBR. Next one on my TBR, and this one actually has a 4.38 rating, is A Little Magic. This is Lindsay Lanza. This came out October 3rd. And this one, they're going to be in Vermont. 9 years to fall in love, 8 nights to learn the truth, 1 chance to rewrite the past. Ellie Klein fled to Vermont after graduating high school, and she hasn't been back since, not to see her overbearing parents, nor her distant brother, not even to visit her temperamental cat and beloved dog. And most importantly, she hasn't been back to see Theo Fox, her first love, her brother's best friend, has been but a distant and painful memory for the past 7 years. Okay, so me and brother's best friend is a hate-love relationship. Sometimes I hate it, sometimes I love it. It depends on how well it's done. I'm always willing to give brother's best friend a chance. So, okay, anyway, when Ellie's travel site lands her back where it all began, her goal is to get in and get out without seeing anyone from before, but life has other plans when she's caught in a blizzard that leaves her seeking refuge in a cabin owned by none other than the infamous Theo Snowden again. All right, I'm there for it. Theo has been winning collegiate hockey and an NHL championship since Ellie disappeared, but all he really wants is a second chance with a woman he can't stop loving. When she shows up unannounced in Vermont, he is determined to find out why she left and will never returned, and if he has a little magic on his side, how to get her back. So, this is told over the course of 9 Christmas Eves and 8 nights of Hanukkah. It's a cozy, nostalgic story of young love finding your voice and the complexities of what it means to be a family. That actually sounds really good. So, and it has good ratings, so it's on my TBR. The next one's on my TBR because I really want to get through her backlist, and it's a very short backlist, but I just haven't done it yet. Is Set This Record Straight by Hannah Bonham Young. This is a sapphic holiday novella. It's a fake dating, childhood friends to lover, bisexual awakening, holiday romance. So, I mean, it has content warnings. Wait a minute. Why does she have autism and anxiety and ADHD as content warnings? I mean, I get homophobia, get familiar estrangement and mentions of religious oppression, but why is autism a content warning? A 4.21 rating. All right, I'm gonna go in with it, but I don't like that they made the content warning, autism, a content warning. So, the day Clara started her new dream job as assistant to her photography idol, she met with an assumption that caught her off guard and stunned her silent. Suddenly, she has to bring a girlfriend to the gallery opening in a few weeks, all because she choked up and failed to correct her boss that she is in fact straight. Okay. I'm willing to give it a chance, but that kind of threw me. I don't see autism as a content warning. That kind of rubs me a little bit the wrong way. It has really good rating. Jessica gave it 4 stars. Caitlin from the Love Librarian gave it 5 stars. Zay from Rudy Weeds gave it 5 stars. Christi from Christi Reads a Lot gave it 3 stars. Ava from Ava Reads Romance gave it 5 stars. I mean, it has good ratings. So I'm gonna put that preconceived content warning aside and give it a fair shot. But yeah, that kind of threw me. I don't like that as a content warning. That's not a content warning. That's a representation, not a content warning. Thank you very much. Sorry. Okay, but it is on my, because I do like Hannah Bonham Young's writing. She is a good writer, so they might want to change that. Okay, moving on. The next one I want to read is Big Nick Energy. This is Seasons of Revenge, book 4. I loved 'Tis the Season of Revenge, and I love The Fall of Bradley the Reed. Those 2 books, fantastic. I gave both of those 5 stars. This one just came out on October 24th. This one is also taking place at during Christmas. I am not really sure what this is about. There's literally no synopsis, but I know it takes place around Christmas. Next talks about elf on the shelf concept that occurs around Christmas to Shay's two young daughters. This really frustrates Shay as she has to avoid this tradition. Trope: single mom and single dad. Cowboy romance. He falls first. Small town reverse grumpy sunshine. And it does take place around Christmas. Has Hallmark movie vibes, but with spice. And it has Christmas magic. So, yeah. And I've loved all of the books that I've read in this series. I have not read like book 2 in this series. So it's on my TBR. Next one that's on my TBR is The Snowball Effect. This is by Avery Kane. This one, I mean, it only has 11 ratings and no reviews. It came out September 19th. So this hasn't been going around. And I like finding hidden gems. So this one, and I've never read anything by Avery Kane before, so I'm really excited to see what this one's about. Ava Mason is a sassy and sure of herself. Everybody in Bel Air, a quiet, snowy hamlet in northern Lower Michigan, knows her by attitude, if not the bright auburn color of her hair. She's been holding on to a specific dream since she was a teenager, and her chance to make it come true is finally here. Griffin Holden was living a big city life full of glitz and glamour and the accolades that come from associating with the richest businessmen in the state. And then it all came crashing down around him, literally. He decides he needs to take refuge in the one place no one will go looking for his grandfather's farm. Ava is just waiting for the Holden farm to go up for auction so she can build the bed and breakfast of her dreams. Griffin doesn't know what he wants to do with his late grandfather's property, but he does know the woman who keeps hanging around telling him what to do with it is a mouthy nightmare. This is opposites determined to take charge of the same property. What could possibly go wrong? It sounds fun. It has good ratings. Next one is A Winter in New York by Josie Silver. It's a 3.95. It has like over almost 2,000 ratings. So a young chef stumbles on a secret family recipe that might lead her to the love and life she's been looking for in this stunning novel. When Iris decides to move to New York to restart her life, she realizes she underestimated how big the Big Apple really is. All the nostalgic movies set in New York she'd watch with her mom, while eating their special secret recipe gelato didn't quite do it justice. But Bobby, Iris's best friend, isn't about to let her hide away. He drags her to a famous autumn street fair in Little Italy, and they walk through the food stalls. This looks really cute, and I was gifted the audiobook, so I think I'm definitely going to be reading this. The next one that I really do want to read is from last year. It's The Holid Dates by Brittany Cherry. This one has a 4.28. The fact that the Goodreads star rating held for a good year says a lot. So this one is quirky. Holly Jackson was unlucky in love. This one looks really good. It's Kai becomes Holly's dating coach, so her confidence would grow. It's a grumpy restaurant owner who's Kai Kane. Oh, wait a minute. So Holly's fiance leaves her at the altar. Oh, that's horrible. So this is a romantic comedy that will put you in the holiday spirit. Okay, I mean, I like Brittany Cherry's. I mean, this one looks cute and it has good ratings. I mean, Caitlin from the Librarian gave it 5 stars. Tori from Novel Live gave it 4 stars. Christi gave it 4 stars. Brie gave it 4 stars. Candy Steiner gave it 5 stars. Zay from Witty Reads gave it 5 stars. I am really excited about this one. And they just released an audiobook. So yeah, this one is definitely on my list. I'm definitely going to be getting to this one. And I'm excited for this one. The next one, and I'm doing this one. I'm absolutely doing this one. I don't think anybody is doing this one. And if anyone would do this with me, if I could convince anyone to do this with me, it might be Sam from Sam's Reads a Little, because she likes this trope, but it's Surprise Baby for Christmas, a Sacred Baby Romance by Harper Knight, and it has a 4.14 rating, and this came out in 2019. I mean, I saw this, I was like, yep. And it's like, baby, it's cold as now. 9 months ago, I hooked up with the funniest, hottest, most amazing woman. It was supposed to be a vacation fling. She's broken up with her ex. I don't do commitment. I was totally cool with that. What happens in a ski lodge stays in a ski lodge. Well, apparently not, because then a couple of weeks ago before Christmas, our eyes meet. The chemistry is still hot enough to melt snow. She's even more gorgeous than I remember. I've got a bulge bigger than Santa's package. And all I want for Christmas this year is her. I'm not letting her go again. So what if she doesn't believe in love? So what if I've never done commitment? We end up in the ER on Christmas Eve, along with a few dozen drinks, but I'm sober as a judge when the doctor tells me she's in labor. The twist on the secret baby trope is an emotionally sweet, occasionally steamy debut with no cliffhangers, no cheating, and I guarantee happily ever after. I like this trope. It's a fun trope, and it's just kind of a fun trope on a holiday romance. So yes, I am going to read that, and I'll let you know if it's worth the star rating. The next one that I'm going to read is Drama King. This is The Three Kings, Book 2. I've read the first one. I liked the first one a lot. The second one was gifted to me. I have it. This is Cyrus and Bathsheba Ryan. She goes by Beth, which is probably good. So Beth Ryan cannot thank her best friend enough for helping her land the job of her dreams after being relegated to second string security. Oh, so she's the bodyguard. Okay. Second string security for politicians in DC, being hired as an undercover personal security specialist by a giant Hollywood studio is exactly the kind of action she's always wanted, until she meets her first assignment, Cyrus Malcolm. She can't thank her agent enough for arranging a blind date with seemingly the woman of his dreams. After spending the past several years playing all the parts and climbing all the ladders, the lonely mega movie star finds himself actually enjoying a night on the town for the first time in ages when he meets the gorgeous, funny, and genuine Rain O'Rourke, until she shows up at his studio meeting the next day with a completely different name. A worldwide press tour and too many late night parties. Later, Beth simply needs to get through a short one-day visit during the Christmas holiday, and then she'll be free of Cyrus Malcolm's confusing hot looks and cold shoulders for good. But just as they leave the airport, it starts to snow. Okay, we're gonna do Snowden. All right, I will be reading this. I have the book, and I've had the book since last year, and I decided to wait to keep it for the holiday season. Then the next one is My Merry Xmas Emergency by Jennifer Peel, and this one has a 4.53 rating. Came out in August, actually, of this year. A very few in Aspen Lake expected that I, Callista Monroe, their most notorious wild child, would never amount to anything besides being a model prisoner. So imagine their surprise when I return as the hospital's newest ER doctor. Believe me, no one is more surprised than I am. I had vowed never to return, even if I was the last safe haven during the zombie apocalypse. But when my niece, Quinn, begged me to come home, I couldn't say no. My plan is to stay out of trouble this time, and above all, avoid Quinn's Uncle Tristan, the man I love to hate and the reason I love Aspen Lake. But trouble starts to brew when my niece get into her pretty head that her uncle and I need to reconcile. The devious little thing insists we deck the halls together all season long, and since I'll do anything to make Quinn happy, I agree, believing I'm completely immune to Tristan's charm. Except the joke is on me. Who knew that Tristan's biggest regret was letting me go, and the infuriating man seems willing to do everything possible to win me back. Well, it's going to take a Christmas miracle for me to give him a second chance. Unfortunately for my plan, our chemistry could set a blizzard on fire. Now I have a major emergency on my hands. Do I give my niece her Christmas wish, or do I let the love between Tristan and me flatline once and for all? That actually sounds really good. So I put that on my TBR. The last one, and I have this out already on my library app, and it's Wreck the Halls by Tessa Bailey. This has a 3.85 rating. It's about adult children of two former rock stars who team up to convince their strange mothers to play a Christmas Eve concert. That honestly sounded kind of funny. It's on my library app. I thought it would be kind of fun to see how well it would be. It has mixed reviews, but I wanted to try it out, and it's on my library app, so I'm gonna try it out and see how well it goes for me. And I'm okay with it. But anyway, so those are the Christmas romances that I'm gonna be at least getting to, and I might add maybe one or two more if I have time. But those are the ones that I'm absolutely going to commit to during the Christmas season. Let me know if you are planning on reading any of these, or if you've read them, let me know what you think down below. And if you made it this far in this video and you want to let me know that you've been here but you don't want to comment at all, please leave me a Christmas tree emoji, since we are talking about Christmas romances. And until next time, my friends, happy reading. Bye. Oh gosh, I look like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer because my allergies are just bugging me. Bye.